2, 3. All right. How's everybody doing this morning?
Lieutenant Roger Nestor, York City Policeman. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you.
Awesome. And awesome neighbor. You know what's crazy is around York, we have people sitting here working a little shorter, but York is very small. It's a big city for a small town.
It is, but that's what makes it great. Like I said before, everything is around us. Anything you want, anything you're interested in, we're centrally located. It is within our reach, always.
It is, and the city of York is actually situated to bring in the people from the county into the center of the city.
Yes.
You know, it's pretty cool. It's very unique in that way.
Yeah, it
You don't
is
see that.
one of the few counties that does have the city in the center of the county. And that just, that was smart by our forefathers many generations ago to do that with having the markets in town and everything else on a weekly basis, always. It's awesome.
So we're here to talk about getting bald.
We are here
Are
to
you
talk
getting
about
bald?
I'm getting bald. In
Oh.
fact, I'm looking forward to it. My hair, for me, this is long. This is bothering me. But next Saturday, starting at 12.
So next Saturday,
Next Saturday.
Cherry
April
Lane.
20th. Cherry Lane.
Central Market,
First
right
block of
behind the
West Market.
Strand, the Appel, right back there. If you've ever been to that street, one of my favorite streets, I go there at night, it's lit up. I love it.
It is beautiful. The
We got the
city's
mud
done
hook at the end
a
of it.
phenomenal job. Mudhook is our host for this event.
Awesome.
Mudhook, Jeff Lau, Kathy Lau, and the entity known as Natasha Kara have been supporting us throughout this whole thing, jumping in on it right from the beginning. And Mudhook.
Well, who
really
wouldn't
about
want
the
to jump in
community.
on this thing? I mean, this is connecting the community. This is connecting engagement with our awesome York City Police Department, and the community engagement you guys have been doing and ladies have been doing is off the chain. Y'all have done a great job.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's something we're not used to. I'm not used to. There's a big learning curve. I've made mistakes in setting this up and setting other community outreach programs up. But the good part about it, the neat part about it, is the community understands the mistakes I make, and they help me fix them. They let me know about them, and that's part of the engagement.
Well, who better to be a part of? You're not from Texas, are you?
Actually, I was born in Texas.
Come on. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just took a town out. So where'd you grow up?
I was born in Dallas, Texas, just outside Dallas.
I'm an Eagles fan.
I'm sorry to hear that. But with that, I was a military brat. My father was a helicopter pilot during Vietnam, served 3 tours over there, was a distinguished veteran. He was an outstanding individual. My mother also was a nurse in the Army.
Wow.
So I grew up bouncing around. I learned to make
You grew up in
friends.
service.
That's been my life. I mean, that's just the mindset is this is what you do in your life is you work for the community.
What age
one way
did you
or
come
another.
here?
I want to say I was about 8 or 9 years old. Moved from Texas to Alabama to Georgia to York, back to Georgia to York a few times. And once we finally settled in, I thought my parents were crazy because within a month we had an issue that came up where there was water all over the streets of York and we couldn't go anywhere. And this thing, Agnes, had hit York after we moved here. And I was kind of dumbfounded as a young child. I thought, why would parents bring you into an environment like this? But I've been here ever since. I mean, this has been a phenomenal thing. I went to elementary school at Ferguson, right across from Kiwanis Lake. Junior high school at Edgar Falls Smith up on top of this hill near the fairgrounds, and then graduated from York High in 1985. And even to this day, lifelong friends, my fellow Bearcats from 1985, just great people, still involved in the community. Very few of them have moved out and haven't come back, or just moved out at all in the first place. So it's an awesome community. Great people out there, and like you said, it's a large town more so than a city. And the endearing part about that is, with all your viewers out there, anyone in this area, I'm sure we have friends and know people together. And that's what makes it great, is being able to reach out, have that contact, knowing each other for the different events that go
Well,
on.
we saw each other at the, was it last weekend at the Motor Fun?
Yes. Yep, at the Motor Fun Saturday night.
That was
And,
awesome. How many great friends did we see there? We saw Janelle. I mean, I can go on and on and on. It was all friends.
It really was. And that's kind of the vibe that's really starting to snowball here in the city with everything going on. The community jumping in, businesses jumping in. It's just phenomenal. And it's coming back to the St. Baldrick's event where I got to tell you this story. We have some great people jumping in.
Please share.
Don Card, music teacher at York High. And I have to add this little side note. He was my music teacher in elementary school and junior high school.
Wow.
Still teaching at York High. Still working in the city schools. Great guy. Astounding musician. I mean, he's incredible. He's jumping in. He's bringing his violin. And you want to talk about someone who can do some magic with an instrument? Don Card's the man.
Wow.
He can switch from jazz to classical to Irish to pop music on that violin without blinking an eye. Just a really great person. But as the event has built up and I've learned throughout it, I suddenly came to a realization that I need more entertainment. I want this to be a fun event, and I got to reach out. It's unrealistic for me to ask certain people, like Don Card, to do 5 hours music, something like that.
I
So
might have
things-
somebody too, just so you know.
We got a home run.
Oh, you got it?
Yep, I put it out there. We have a DJ coming for the day.
Nice.
He works with the Special Olympics all the time. Great guy. He heard what was going on, said, I want in. Whatever I can do, he's jumping in. Again, Don Card, he's coming in. But as the word went out, there's a gentleman, a local celebrity, who actually lives here in York, a military veteran. He was a corpsman in the Navy, and he's doing shows all over the world. His name is Dave Gray. And as soon as he and his wife heard about this, they jumped in. They are all in. It amazes me because not only does Dave Gray and Becky Gray want to join in with us, but this young veteran is up in New York for the week, working on homes for homeless vets and disabled vets, things like that, the whole week. So knowing he's going to come home late Friday, maybe early Saturday morning, I thought, well, I might be asking too much. Dave's response was, no, that's not a problem. I don't care. I'm going to make it happen. So this guy's going to be away from his family for a week, working to help fellow veterans out. Heard about our event and said, I'll sleep later. I'm in. His wife agreed with it. And Becky,
Well, the cool thing is about this event is how it all started. I mean, listen, we had some tragic events happen in the city, and we had Lancaster come to the rescue. I mean, is that right or wrong how we're helping out with this or no?
that is fact. In fact, I was just with
That's
Lancaster this
inspiring,
past
right?
Saturday at their event to see how they do it, see how we can do it better for next year. The guys over in Lancaster, last year we lost 2 firefighters in the city of York and a police officer at SWAT school. It was very tragic. It's probably, my 22 years with the police department was one of my most difficult years.
Nicole Smith
Just
said
because
this
of that.
idea.
Oh, Nicole's great
Yeah,
people.
she's awesome.
We love her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Nicole's part of our Citizen Police Academy
Yeah,
and
and
part
I'm
of
gonna
our
put
city
this here, so
organization.
if you see comments, you can
Oh,
see.
okay.
All right, so you can see some stuff.
Hi, Nicole.
She is awesome.
She
She's gonna
is.
walk. I love her.
Yeah. Nicole's great people. And that's what I'm talking about. We have people all over the city that are just great people like that, have genuine, righteous interests in the city that are jumping in on all of this. But anyway, so our difficult year last year with the 2 firefighters passing and the officer dying, Lancaster City was the one who they didn't negotiate or try to figure out, how this was going to be paid for or whatever. Our city needed covered. Lancaster just showed up. They said, look, we got you. We got this covered.
Well, we appreciate that so much. We really do. I know the effect it had on all the personnel here to be a part and to be, engaged in healing this community. So that was a big part of healing.
Oh, it really is. And we're still going through it. I mean, it's a process that will take years to get over. I mean, it was a devastating year for many of us. And though we're getting better, we're moving on with life, we're not forgetting our firefighters and officers that, passed last year. There are times that it still chokes up emotion. especially like, again, with Lancaster City Fire Department, Lancaster City Police Department, their whole attitude of coming in, helping us at a moment's notice. They just, whatever we needed, they took care of, including our city. It's been phenomenal. And then going over there Saturday, this past Saturday, when they had their event, it was phenomenal. It was a blast, and it felt like I was coming home. It wasn't as if I was from a different department and a stranger coming in to observe. It was, hey, that's Roger, it's great, let's bring him in. You know, and just join in the fun. It really is a community event over there. They just hit their $1 million mark over 12 years.
Wow.
They got another, they were over $100 and some thousand they raised last Saturday. We're doing great with our fundraising end, but there's always room for improvement. Our goal was $10,000. We're right about $5,000 at this moment. But I'm thinking with everyone jumping in and all the positive vibes I'm getting personally, at work, and from folks like you, Shane, we're going to bust $10,000, no problem. And probably this week I'm going to bump it up to 25,000.
Nice. That's why shares and invites matter real quick.
Please,
you know, when you
please.
invite maybe 3 friends, you know, you don't know how people are affected. They might be affected by being in the service, right? By being in law enforcement or a first responder, being in the ambulance or the fire or whatever, or military, and this inspires them to help out. Or maybe they were affected by cancer, who's not, right? So
Well, that's the thing. Cancer is non-distinguishing. It hits all races, all socioeconomic genres. It attacks all of us and affects all of us throughout our life. So this is a great, worthwhile event, especially for the kids. You know, we bring these kids in, we help them out. It makes us feel good, and it's part of the healing too. You know, not just with giving back with the community, but having a positive interaction, being able to let our hair down.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So what's it going to look like on Saturday on Cherry Lane?
Saturday's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a bit crazy for me. I'll be running around trying to make everything perfect because that's just my personality, knowing it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be awesome. We're going to have musicians there, again, Don Carn, Dave Bray. Yeah, this is going to, lots of music, lots of positive vibes. We're going to have shirts to sell. We're going to be, the fire department joining in. They're going to do a fill the boot thing like they do for their event every year. They're joining in with us like that. We have giveaways from Sunshine Soaps,
Nice.
Copper Crust, Sean at Copper Crust.
I have it right there.
Yeah,
They're
they
awesome.
jumped on this. He gave me a bunch of gift certificates to help hand out, thank people, and raise funds for all of this. Every hour, we're going to have about 10 people getting their head shaved. Men and women
Nice.
are in on it. This is going to be just such a
Nice.
blast. And my problem right now is sleeping. It's so much positive vibes coming our way with this event. I mean, and it starts with the mayor and the chief for me.
Nice.
You know, obviously I have to get permission and get their endorsement. And both Mayor Helfrich and Chief Banker have just jumped on it and said, do whatever you can.
Well,
Run
with
with
Mayor Helfrich and Chief Banker, awesome.
It really is. It's just that positive. I'm that excited. I'm like a little kid before Christmas. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to have face painting going on along
Nice.
with the music. I'm going to reach out to a few other people to see what else we can get going on to entertain between the shavings. And when we shave, we're going to auction our heads off. It's not just stepping up. So folks that are coming, bring your wallets, please. We're going to have food specials at Mudhook. Jeff Lau from Mudhook is going to have, he's ordered a giant grill to have outside to help feed people on the go. Yeah, we're going to step up there, and instead of just saying, hey, let's do this, it's going to be, here's Roger Nestor, he has 2 tickets to House of York in his pocket. Who's going to give me $20? see him get his head raised. I got 20, who give me 40? 46.
Who's going to be doing the auctioning, Jamel?
Auctioning, yes, Janelle Alexander. We are so blessed and thankful to have
Awesome,
him.
awesome.
He's just a great guy, really good person, down to earth. And to have him jumping in, that was one of my first wishes when I started putting this together.
He's awesome.
My mindset was, if I can get Jamel, this thing's going to be great. When Jamel and I talked, I think it was about 30 seconds into my presentation, Jamel said, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Whatever you need, I'm going to make it happen. I'll get some things together, help put the word out. And yeah, that's part of that positive vibe, because Jamel's like me. It's that karma thing, the butterfly effect. You send positive vibes, positive things out, focus on the positive, that's what you get back. And
We got so many positive people. We got April, we got Sal,
Oh my
we got
gosh.
Adam, we got tons of amazing people. I can just go on and on.
Oh,
We are
Stephen
really-
David, Ironic, who jumped in on this. I mean, great guys. I
Ironic.
consider them personal friends. Oh yeah, Ironic Coffee.
J.R. Fries is
Phenomenal.
probably in on it. Yeah.
They're going to be in on it. I believe they're going to be down the street a bit because see, the best part, well I shouldn't say not the best, David, appreciate the question. The event is Saturday, April 20th, next Saturday, down at Cherry Lane. It's on the first block of West Market Street.
Hi, Victoria. User World Music Festival, Victoria.
Oh, Victoria's phenomenal!
Yeah, as
I love Victoria.
She's
Victoria,
here.
your
We're
son.
talking about Give Local York and
Oh, yes.
the User World Music Festival in June. There's another event.
Victoria's Victoria's one of those positive entities
Frank
in the
Rivera.
city.
Yes.
We need more of this.
Oh,
She's fantastic. But Dave,
Hey.
April 20th, 12 to 5, Cherry Lane. It's off the first block of West Market Street, downtown New York. That's where the event's going to happen. It's going to be the St. Baldrick's event. We have titled it York City United because we're bringing everyone in to address this scourge called cancer that hits and affects everyone.
Let me see if y'all can see it
Oh,
on the screen.
There we go.
If you can see that, if that helps out. Bonnie, 5 and 7, thanks for sharing. If you share to your page, drop a 5. You share to a group, drop a 7. And we have the future city councilman, Lou Rivera.
Lou
I love
Rivera.
Lou. He's awesome.
Oh.
Him and his husband are awesome.
Yeah, they're, I consider them personal friends.
Oh,
My wife
amazing.
and I, going out for drinks with them,
Yes.
and again,
Lou for city council.
Lou
Oh, come
and Ricardo, just real positive people.
on. Oh, Ricardo took me on a workout. Lou, he ripped me up, man.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Ricardo will hurt you.
Yeah.
And he'll smile the whole time, but when you see his physique, you know it works.
Oh, man.
You know,
And the cottage house, if they're...
Oh, beautiful, beautiful place. You know, I have to tell you a little side story. Growing up in that area, it is sad. They have done wonderful things, and it looks beautiful, that cottage house. But in front of that used to be a giant mansion that sat right on Roosevelt Avenue that as kids we would play football in. And I remember as a young man in elementary school playing football there, young boy. The elderly folks that owned it and lived in it at the time enjoyed having us there playing football, and they would sit on the front porch and watch us. They didn't kick us off their front yard or anything like that.
how
They
awesome.
let us join in, and the gentleman, I'm not even sure I ever knew his name, was actually a World War I veteran.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was amazing. York has all these historical connections that a lot of people aren't aware of. York
Man.
has a great history downtown.
I was in the Underground Railroad downtown. Christmas Addicts has that right on, and you could see that, like where the fingers went in.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I was always silly. I always thought the Underground Railroad. I'm just telling you how. And I thought it was like this tube or something. Because they would dig out underneath their basements and stuff and put straw down there, and they would lay it under there. Craziness. But this was a huge part right here in
Oh,
York.
absolutely, yeah. This was definitely a hub for the Underground Railroad. And that's, like you said, that's a history a lot of people don't realize, and they should, because
B-Man Jr.,
York
Victor B-Man.
has
he's
a
awesome.
history of doing great things like that. The community has always reached out for what is right, and it continues on to this day.
I mean, now we have
the people are
Championship
phenomenal.
Gym that's there now.
Oh, Championship
Come
Gym.
on.
There are
With
so many
Cindy
good
Dodson.
things going on. Cindy's doing great things. Again, April Collier blows my mind.
April.
Every
Corner
time I
West.
see April going doing stuff, it just
Marcy.
blows me away. And it's hard to keep up with it.
Well, we inspire each other, you know, that's why we gotta keep going, keep connecting, and
Oh,
use
yeah.
social media as our medium. You know, listen, I'm just telling you, it's not personal, but when you use your phone where everyone's already at and you share an invite, you take away any riffraff, you get direct. Like, this is direct, it's not a 5-second interview. We're gonna talk about this. We're talking about every aspect, what's needed, what's expected, what's available, how do you get there, what time is it, and just come down. It's family fun, it's for a great thing. It's for one city to support another city for cancer. I mean, it's so crisscrossed in amazingness that you really have to sit down and watch this video and hear what's going on.
I have firefighters coming over from Lancaster, bringing shirts and items from their St. Baldrick's event for us to sell, or donate, per se, excuse me, collect donations for these items to help promote our event. They're going on their own websites promoting this event to support us again. These guys never stop, so we gotta bring it hard, come back at them, do it right for them, do it right for St. Baldrick's, and do it right for the kids. I
You
mean,
know what?
honestly.
Illnesses don't stop. Our first responders don't stop. This is just a great event and our connection to our communities. Listen, the outside forces of the media, or whatever you want to talk it, are giving us all this national, international news. Guys, we need to make the 717 the news.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be.
really.
This is going to be something that's going to happen every year, and it's going to grow every year. I didn't realize how big this was going to blow up. I had wishes, I had dreams, and they're all coming to fruition, and I underestimated us. Cherry Lane is going to be packed, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have laughs. It's going to be a blast. And again, you know,
Well, you're
all
a real
of us-
approachable person. You know, people don't give themselves, I'd give myself kudos, but most people don't. And you're very approachable. I never forget the first day I met you. It was years ago. I was running down the street. You were courteous and you let me know that, listen, if there's any problems, you're okay and we got you. Just let me know.
Yes.
And you know, people can feel that aura about you. Everywhere I go, you've never been anything other than the servant. And if you go to your history of your family, you can see why. You know, get to know people. You know, you're the perfect, well, I mean, there's a lot, but you were a perfect fit for this.
Well, I'm not perfect on it.
Oh, no, God made you
Honestly,
perfect. You're definitely perfect.
We have great officers, and they are all approachable. And that's
Yes,
what
they
part of
are.
this is about, is breaking down those barriers so people
Hey,
get to
Rob.
know us and they get to realize
Hey,
that,
Ken.
you know, we can be approached. You can talk to us about, you know, I don't know, maybe the Eagles or something. No one really wants to talk about that. But, okay. You know, but we have the same interests as everyone out there, you know, as far as music and sports, movies, you know, all of that stuff affects us too, and we follow that stuff. At the same time,
And you guys want the best for people. The other thing is, you're not looking, like people get these things, because I'm everywhere in the streets, and you know, people get these ideas of, oh, they just want to make money, they just want to arrest us, they just want to give us a hard time, they actually want you to find your path and your passion. And it doesn't matter how many mistakes but you have to go. They're meeting you just like the community meeting York City Police Department and reaching out. We are a connection. You know, we can sit there and tell them everything that's wrong, but guys and gals, listen, everybody knows everything that's wrong. They really do. No one's stupid. But it's the actual application of participation that is important, and that's what we're doing,
Yep.
and it's increasing. So we're a participation of you, you're a participation of us, because it's one community, one families, we all have kids, parents, grandparents, we all walk in these streets, go to these shops, so it is actually in all of our best interest that we don't put up with any shenanigans, and we allow people to let their shenanigans go to
Right.
move forward.
yeah, you got to move forward. We're all human. We've all made mistakes, whatever. But the big thing we're looking for is we want ideas. We want new ideas, do things as far as policing and interacting with the community. We want this to happen, but we want ideas. You know, we don't want to hear people complaining about York City, the police department, the fire department, the mayor, any of that stuff. Go ahead and complain. Yes, it is your right as an American citizen. But what we are asking is come at us with ideas. As, you know, don't come and say,
And we have a
This is
beautiful
horrible.
city. First of all,
No, it's a
I run
phenomenal
in this city. You have to understand, I have 7,000 miles under my belt in this city. That's a lot of miles.
yep,
Okay?
It is.
So, I mean, I go every day, and it's usually the quietest whether I go at night or, I mean, I'll run in the middle of the night, and I'm not just telling you a story, it could be 2 o'clock at night, and I feel that fine. So you have to understand, I'm the reality of going to the city, and so are you.
Yes.
You're in it all the time.
Oh, my
I'm
wife
in it
and my daughter and I
and
are
I
always
love
doing
it. The
things. Yeah.
shops, the art, the music, the stuff that we have going on, the painted. I mean, if you actually looked at all the art and took pictures, and it'd be amazing of the dragons and the cats and the Tin Man, and even a little bird sitting up on top of a stoplight, right, chirping, right? I mean, the architecture, look up when you go out in the city. The architecture is phenomenal. They putting the lights on. I mean, come on.
There's phenomenal things that people don't, and even myself, I pass daily and I don't acknowledge. One of the things when I came on 22 years ago as a York City police officer was I was tasked to find the bust of Christopher Columbus. He is on a building in the city. And I'm not going to tell you where it is. I want to hear people find it and tell me where it is.
Is he holding a lantern? Or
No.
No, that's not him.
Nope. No, the hint I give you is that it's on top of a building, but it can be seen from the street.
Oh,
That's all I'm telling you.
Love
We
it.
have history here. Kelly Jo Song. That's great. Yes, let's get together. For anyone that has ideas, wants to join in with St. Baldrick's
she's the
or any other
unique
event,
emporium. She's right
We have-
downtown.
contact me at rnestor@yorkcity.org, or the direct line to my office is 717-852-0604. The thing I always profess is I am good about calling back. I will call everyone back. I may not have the answers that you're looking for. I might not be able to help you, but at least give me a try. Reach out, give me a call, and leave a message, and I will return the call. So,
Hey,
yes,
everyone-
Kelly Jo, absolutely.
Everyone that shared this, we have 82 shares. Thank you for everyone shared. I appreciate you. It's your community. It matters. If you have any history here, if you love to be a part of a loving community, York is that community. If you want to model what it's like to move forward, this is a community moving forward. And so we appreciate you all, and we want you to be engaged. You can engage at any age. In York City, St. Baldrick's Foundation, York City Police, All Live Media, Chain Train. We love you. We appreciate you. And community and unity is actually engaging.
Yeah, and it's great. One last note, another guy that's helping out, he's part of my staff coordinating all this, Isaac Mantilla, Jers
Oh,
at Knesset.
love him.
Yeah, great guy. He's coordinating the barbers, the people we have coming
Nice.
help us get our head shaved. He was all in from the first time I talked to him. He's another
They're
member
right across
of the
from our
community.
deli bread too.
Yeah, another member of the community that he's joining in with us as a police department, working with not just business owners, but members of the community. Jers is one of those guys. He's so awesome. It's great.
We love you. We appreciate you. Please give it an extra share. Tag a couple friends. And God bless you all for being a part of this.
Thank you very much.
We're very grateful. There's nothing that's not grateful about you being a part of this. So we love you and appreciate you. God bless you and your family. Go York City.